Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so before I jump into this bonus message, let me just mention that yesterday's winner is Mermaid 9. So, Mermaid, if you would reach out to me, just let me know where you would like me to mail your prize. And of course, at the end of this reading, I will be showing you guys what the next prize is that I'm giving away. I'm just doing this for 2 months to end the year on a high note and thank all of my subscribers for being a part of my world. So, let's go ahead and jump on in. So nothing of real significance happened during my hike this morning other than one thing that was just out of the ordinary. I just felt like fuzzy, foggy headed, kind of like not sleepy, but just kind of fuzzy. And so I don't know if, well, we're going to start that way. We're going to say, what is it that either someone doesn't see coming at them, or is there something that someone is a little fuzzy on the details, is just not having clarity perhaps on. So let's start out by asking that. What is this that someone is either unaware of? Ooh. Well, somebody might be looking for answers, but this could also be somebody who's a little fuzzy on what to say. They might be, also someone may not know that an individual is kind of hovering around them. Possibly more than one individual is hovering around them, kind of keeping tabs on them. This can be someone who's trying to observe an individual because they want to get a clear picture of who is this person. How do I approach this person? This is not with, any ill intent. This is really, I think somebody keeps hovering around trying to figure out what to say. So it could be that somebody has kind of like they're not sure yet what to say. So they're kind of like trying to figure something out that will help them. Well, definitely figure something out that will help them in what to say, because we have this 8 of Wands and then we've got this 8 of Cups. So also 2 8s here. Somebody is trying to get clarity on a situation, trying to gather information before they say something. Whoops. And this has everything to do with maybe somebody wants to explain why they walked away from a situation, or maybe somebody is trying to figure out why someone walked away from them. That could also be. There's something here, though, about needing to have conversation. Tell me first about the Princess of Swords, please. What is the Princess of Swords here for? Princess of Swords. Let's start there. You never know where these reads will go, and I've actually tried to record this reading a couple times and was interrupted, and just all kinds of hiccups happened. Princess of Swords is in the upright, but underneath it now is that King of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody is trying to gather energy on why someone will no longer give to a situation, possibly. King of Pentacles in the reverse is like, I'm not going to be that stable person anymore. I'm pulling back my energy. Maybe somebody is trying to figure out, like, are you serious? Are you really gone? Did you really pull back? Why do we have, hang on, that's too many cards. Why do we have, someone could be trying to figure out, would you still consider talking to me or not? King of Pentacles in the reverse, though, that's like, I'm not giving anymore to a situation. We've got the 5 of Swords in the upright and the Death card in the reverse on this 8 of Wands. Somebody does not want something to be over, but they equally as certainly know that this is an obstacle. So the conversation to even open dialogue is an obstacle. I feel like somebody has shut down and somebody else is kind of like foggy, trying to figure out, like, is it really, really, really over? Because I'm realizing I don't want it to actually really, really, really be over. But we have so much conflict here. The 8 of Wands, somebody wants to talk, though. They want to talk about this not being over, but it's like they don't just want to talk. They might want to, They don't want it to be over, but maybe other people around them are like, oh, leave it alone. What are you doing? Like, this could be, you know, I always look at that as like a bunch of meathead buddies that are like putting in their 2 cents, like challenging someone, and somebody feels like they have to, you know, like say, no, like I want to still talk to this person. No, I'm not done with this. Somebody could be getting razzed because they don't want to let something go. This could even be like, okay, somebody had been, they wanted to do something, they put some money into something that they invested in, and then it like totally didn't work out, but they want to go back and try it another time. And like other people are like, are you kidding me? No, like, remember what happened last time? And this could be like, I mean, heck, this could be anything. This could be somebody wants to, you know, remodel their house themselves, and their family members are like, I'm not helping you again this time because remember what happened with the plumbing? Like, no, we need to call in the professional for this. And this person's like, but I think I figured it out. I think I can do it this time, you know? It could be something along those lines. This does not have to be about romance, but somebody wants to still have another run at this. And they are either aware that there's going to be conflict. They're going to be met with like, no, or they know that if this is about romance, they could be saying, I understand that someone is saying they don't want to talk to me anymore, but I don't want this to be over with this person. So we have Scorpio right now as our main energy, but that's the reason why somebody wants to talk is because they don't want something to be over, possibly with a Scorpio. But we also see a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be an earth sign who's done giving to a situation and really has said, this is it. But somebody seems to be watching this individual and wants to still have communication. So tell me about the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Somebody is really up in their heads trying to figure out what to say. They're going through some kind of a personal transformation here where they're trying to sort out not just what they need to say, but what do they really feel? What is their motive for wanting this to not be over? What is their motive for wanting to hold on to this? There is love here. Somebody wants to offer love. I think somebody is trying to figure out what to say, and it's like, when they really think about this, it's like someone is enacting the whole story in their head. They're saying, okay, let me see you, let me observe the person that I do want to talk to and see where they at. Wow, they really seem done. Everything, you know, if I peer into their life or ask about their friends or see them on social media, they seem to be doing great without me. And they really are not putting in energy to talk to me anymore. But what if I did reach out to them? What if I told them I don't want things to be over? They'd probably tell me, get lost. Well, what do you mean you don't want things to be over? What the heck does that mean? And I feel like somebody is playing out these potential dialogues in their head, and they play them out. They're not taking action just yet. They're revving up to it. Before they go to take action, they have to first think about, why are they trying to get someone's attention? What is it that you want to say? You just want to say, I don't want it to be over. Then what do you want? And I feel like somebody is kind of digging deep, saying, what do I want? Let me go and ask my inner heart what I want. Well, it turns out somebody would actually like to, the problem that I see with this is they'd like to go back and give a love offer, but particularly associated with this card in this deck, you know, this is Cupid or Eros. This is the honeymoon phase of romance. Somebody might say, well, I don't want things over. Instead, I want to go back and have that amazing, you know, when we were first madly in love kind of situation. Yeah, but what about the long term? You know, like if somebody is thinking, oh my God, this is, because we've come so close to ending this completely, if we had a do-over, it would be like it was new all over again. And oh my God, I remember how amazing it was, how that honeymoon phase that we had, that passionate romantic stuff that we had, we could have that all over again. And I do feel like somebody wants to reinvent that. My concern is, do they want to reinvent that for the right reason? Is it because then they want to build on that, or do they just want that fleeting honeymoon, amazing vibe? Because that card, and I only say that because that specifically is written in the book that goes along with this card. So I do have to ask that. The thing is, this is all being played out in one person's mind who seems to be foggy about things, right? They're imagining. I'm not a fan of that either, that they've waited until somebody is done to then want to take action. That's just me being me. Now, let's go back to the first scenario though. Say it's like somebody really is like, they've been studying up on, instead of a house remodel, let's say it's, somebody who wants to, whatever, something that took a lot of money. Maybe they wanted to do something on their vehicle and they were like, oh, I can do that myself. Well, maybe it didn't work out so hot on round one, but now they're like, no, I've been studying up on it. I think I know how to do this now. And they are approaching somebody. They need somebody else's cooperation or a couple of buddies to come out and help them. Or, it could be ladies or men, doesn't matter. But they may be aware that they're going to get pushback. But they're like, no, listen, I've really thought about this. I really want to do this. I really want to make this work. Maybe it's a business that they want to open and they already had support of, family in the past. And now family or friends are like, no, we already, we already went through that with you. You're like, no, I got this time. My heart is in it. I can see where I went wrong last time. I've learned a ton. I want to do this. Tell me, I should change decks. Hold on. I want to know about the Prince of Cups. So far, we're only addressing the person who is trying to, well, they know that they still want something. Prince of Cups is like, oh man, I want a whole do-over. It's not just that they want that passionate honeymoon phase. This is somebody who is actually, they've come to a place of wisdom. And part of what their wisdom is they know they can't move on from this. So why are they trying? They don't want any more conflict. Somebody, I think, wants to surrender to this connection, to this situation. World card, Chariot, so Cancerian and Capricorn here. Someone is, if they have been kind of foggy about why do they not want something to be over, and they've played out the potential dialogue in their head, and they've said, if I just show up and I tell somebody, look, I don't want things to be over, I know that they're going to push back and they're going to say, so what do you want? And that's a fair question. If somebody, whatever happened here that made somebody walk away completely and not give to the connection was probably significant, because a King of Pentacles doesn't shut off for no reason. If they suddenly say, oh, you get no more of my time and energy, they probably got done dirty. So I'm just going to put that out there. Because why, if somebody was just stingy, why would anybody try to be getting a stingy person back anyway? So probably there's a reason that this king wound up in the reverse. So somebody was not treated nicely and they said, oh, never mind. We're done. I'm not putting in my energy. And this person wants to come back in, but they go from basically a page, which is the princess. Then they go to this 8 of Wands, where it's like a page who wants to take action. And then they really have to ask themselves the question that this person would ask them if they show up, which is, what are you doing? What are you doing here? What do you want with me? You didn't give in the past. So what do you want now? And I feel like this person they are preparing themselves for that. As they think this out, they go, what do I want? Well, I want that feeling of romance that we had. I passionately want to put my energy into this. But why? Because I actually realize I want this. I want a new start, and not just a passionate thing, but this is Sophia. She's Greek for wisdom. This is somebody who, if this had been a situation where there was distance involved, this is somebody who's like, yeah, it doesn't matter that there's distance involved. This means we need to traverse that distance. We need to come together. I can't move on from this with that Chariot in the reverse. I can't move on from it. So why am I fighting it? I don't want to fight it anymore. So that's what I've got on this reading. And this is going to be a short one today. And I've got a fun set of readings that I'll start putting out tomorrow. I won't do any more today. I've got a bunch of other things to take care of today. So in any case, you guys, thank you for being with me. And so this is actually a great place for me to end, because the next item that I'm giving away, if you enter to win, this is what you will receive if you are the winner. There will be a card that comes to you in the mail, and inside is another envelope, and you see the chariot on it. Yes, we just saw the chariot in that reading as well. And it's a little pendant that is, it looks like it's like a tarot card, but it is the chariot card. And I know it doesn't translate very well in the imagery on this, but it is the identical, it's engraved, and it's identical to what you see here. So it's kind of a cool, I really like this one. So for those of you, you know, chariot is all about moving forward. Chariot is all about balancing emotions. Chariot is about sometimes having the strength to move in the direction that we need to. It can be about removing obstacles. It can be about cooperation, but I always say that only an emperor or an empress rides in a chariot. So I always feel like it's when we've mastered something that we actually get to focus on moving forward. And we saw this card come out saying somebody hasn't been able to move onward because they want a new beginning and they don't want to keep fighting it. So kind of interesting. So I don't know. And by the way, that is, of course, Cancerian energy also. So if that means anything to anyone, there you have it. But so to enter to win, you can just write the word enter in the comment section, or you can have a little bit more fun with it, and you can answer kind of an abstract question that I'm going to ask today, which is, if you painted a picture to symbolically represent your life, what would that painting look like? For me, I would paint probably ruins up at the top of a hill in the night sky. So something like good, you know, creamy marble pillars. I like, you know, to me, like, I'm always interested in kind of our place in the universe and our family lineage and where we've come from and history. And I really like things that are kind of old and vintage and from the past. And I like to look at the links of like really great minds and, you know, kind of like the shoulders of the giants that we now stand upon. Speaking of, you know, like how much we've learned as human beings. And I'm always shocked and amazed and delighted when I find out, you know, what incredible philosophers and mathematicians and people have walked this earth. And I always feel like somehow for me, my life today is still very linked in that past. So for me, that's how I would probably paint something to depict how I feel on the inside about my life. Is like the past is always a part of our present, and there's always a sense of wonder. And maybe I like the mystery also. It's where we've been, but it's also where are we going. That's why I want it in the night sky with kind of like the Milky Way and the stars above, because I like the mysteries of, we have some knowledge about our past, although not all of it. And then we don't quite know about the galaxy around us. And we stand here somewhere in the middle, in between both of those. So it's like our present is just as wondrous as our past or our future. So anyway, that's just me. That's my abstract view. All right, take care. Bye.